Hiya, I know I've only just made a video, but I'm here again, and I've just come back from the Northern Symphony Festival, which was the first of its kind here in the UK. It was a festival all about symphonic metal, or at least it was supposed to be. We'll get onto that later. Anyways, and I enjoyed it a lot. I went there because my best friend Vicky, whose channel is attached to this channel, was playing in her band, and it was their first ever gig, and I wanted to be there, I wanted to support them, and it was an interesting festival. You know, we all know I like symphonic metal on here, so I decided to give it a go, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it right up until the secondary headliner decided to make an appearance. And you know me, I like to defend bands, and I don't like all the stigma there is in the metal industry, but I need to get this out there. The final band for the secondary stage came on, and they were called, I keep forgetting their name, they were called Ethereal. Right, you may have heard of them. Apparently they're becoming a bit of a big thing now. I'd never seen them before, but my friend was like, yeah, they do quite a lot of gigs, let's go see them. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. So anyways, we finished watching a band on the main stage, and we're like, well, they should be set up about now, so we'll go in. They still weren't set up, which, fair enough, maybe they were having some sound problems. There was nothing there. They hadn't even started putting instruments out or anything, and the band members had just been hanging around outside the venue, not even attempting to do anything. So when we got in there, they were finally just starting to do things, and we had missed an entire band in the time it took them to set up. An entire band on the main stage. We hadn't had that bad luck with any of the other acts, but this band refused to come out until there were more people in the venue, or at least they made it seem that way. I could see a member of staff telling them that they had 2 minutes left to get on stage, and well, the singer was not happy about that, and people were walking out because it was taking them so long to set up that people thought, well, we're just going to go see the other band, because, you know, we missed an entire band just in the time it took them to set up. Not even any other band playing. It was literally just their setting up. Took them, I think it was 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, anyways, they're finally there, they're getting ready, and they're just taking their time about things, which of course is enough to annoy people anyways. Well, they start doing their sound check, and people are stood around what's going on, and it's getting emptier and emptier, and you can just see the rage on this guy's face. And so anyways, so yeah, they're doing their thing. They're not entirely pleased. They just start filling the room up with this smoke machine they've got going on, whatever. Then they start playing. They were okay, they're not exactly my cup of tea. They were apparently symphonic black metal. If you ask me, they were just generic black metal. They were the same as a lot of other bands like it I've seen. To me, but you know, there was just no edge to them. There was nothing that made them so special, even though they seem to believe they were absolute celebrities. Anyways, so they start playing. First thing this singer does is smack his microphone stand at the crowd and be like, come on, motherfuckers, at us all, as if it's our fault that there's no one there. People walk out at this. Then at people walking out, it's like, bye, you're missing out. So me and my friend are like, we're walking out. We aren't staying for these guys. They were just awful. The attitude stunk. And if you watch this, sort your attitude out, and then maybe people will watch you with a smiling face. But the worst part was that because we went into the other stage where the main band was just starting. The headliner, we'd missed that, like I say, we'd missed that entire thing. All we'd watched was the first 30 seconds of their first song, maybe a minute if we're pushing it. And the main band was already coming on, and we'd missed the entire band before them in this time. And The main band, they were smiling, they were fun. They were Winter in Eden, if you've heard of them. They were pretty good. They were not my favourite bands of the day, but I had fun watching them, and they were happy, and they were grateful for the people that were there. And the singer, like after their set finished, the singer came in to the room with Winter in Eden and just judged everyone, like, what the hell are you watching these guys for when we were on the other stage? Well, maybe because these guys are nice. Maybe because these guys don't believe they're celebrities already. And then when we were walking out after the main band had finished, they were all sat in their van, like just waiting and judging people coming out. And it was just pathetic. And I actually can't believe that grown men were acting this way at a gig. And apparently they're quite well known for their egotistical nature. And I see it. I do. And it's really sad because, you know, I want to support the metal scene, and I don't want to have a grudge against a band from a bad first impression, but apparently I'm not the only one with this first impression, and yeah, it was just not good. But on a brighter note, there was some really good bands there. For me, obviously, A Clockwork Opera is my friend Vicky's band. They blew me away. I didn't even know, like, I'd never heard them apart from a couple of acoustic songs. I'd never heard them as a full, and it was brilliant. It reminded me a lot of Angels Fall First kind of vibes. If you're into Nightwish, that's their first album. Yeah, I was just so impressed, and I was so proud of my friend Vicky. If you ever see them, just they deserve it. They've worked for that, and they were so grateful, and they did get a pretty good crowd actually. They might have even got the best crowd in that secondary stage. If not, it was the second band that I'm going to mention, Hydra. And they were a band from Germany, I do believe, and they were really good. They had quite a lot of energy, and especially the guitarist, he was just so happy to be there. At least he seemed it, and he was like quite funny, so I enjoyed them. Also, I enjoyed Seventh Sin. They were called, Seventh Sin, and they were from Holland, I believe. And again, this time it was the singer. She was just so full of life, and they were really fun. Like, this is the bands that catch my attention, the ones that were loving it and that were really nice to people. And my personal highlight, other than Vicky, because, you know, biased, was a band called Power Cake, and they all seemed quite upbeat and happy, but their bass player was absolutely loving his life, and that for me was just like so much fun. So yeah, there were some really good bands there. I mean, everyone who was there was enjoyable in one way or another, and there was quite a lot of different vibes going on. But these guys they didn't deserve that top spot at all. In fact, they didn't even deserve to be there. And I just couldn't believe the display that I saw from these adults, thinking that they're like God's gift and that they're like the greatest band to have ever come out. That's all I thought about them. They were just average. Okay. Maybe my opinion of them is so negative because they were so horrible. Maybe I could have loved them if they would have been nice. But yeah, I just want to air the fact that egos are not needed. There's enough of them already. If you want to stand out, put a smile on your face and be grateful for the fans you have. That's my opinion of it. My friend Vicky pointed out, actually, when we went to see Epica in Manchester, there was such a small crowd. That place, we had like full room around us. We could like I could windmill, and my hair was even longer than this at the time, and I wasn't like smacking anyone with my hair or anything. But we loved it, and the band just gave their all, and they knew that the people who were there were people who really wanted to see them, and it was great. They just went along with it and had a laugh with it, and that's what these guys should have done. But no, they were just awful, and they didn't even like stand and watch the bands before them. They just stood outside waiting until their moment. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because they really like disgusted me. Their attitude stinks. And like I say, I hate to bash a band, but with those attitudes, I can't let it go. If you've got this far, thank you for watching, and hopefully Northern Symphony will be on next year, and maybe I'll see you there. Bye.